So here we are, folks, with RPG Maker VX Ace, and in this tutorial it's a continuation. The last lesson was lesson 7, where we introduced enemies and troops. Now we're going to continue on with the troop section of this. So go back to database, and we were in there, enemies. If you remember, it's kind of like classes where like the features of that enemy are defined, and you know, the attack strength, and etc., and what kind of items they might drop. And you can tweak all of this, but don't if you're a beginner. Just let it go the way it is. Now you want these enemies to be introduced into your game, so you've got to go to troops now. And the higher up you are in this list of troops, the weaker your enemy is. So Slime's probably the weakest, and the Demon God's probably the strongest. Now we can test that by going back to enemies. Slime, pretty weak overall. Let's look at the Demon God. Oh yes. Yeah, very strong. So I would suggest that if you were to play with this, you'd see that this is growing. The enemy is growing in strength as you go down this list. So we're going to just start with Slime. And we'll go over to troops. And there you go. So now we're introducing a troop of 2 Slime. I can add or remove Slime. Like right now I got Slime there, so I can add another Slime. Or another one. Or I can remove, oh, I think I could click it to remove one. I want that middle one gone. There, I think that's the wrong one, but that's okay. Remove. We'll just add another one there. So, I can also arrange the Slime to be wherever, right? What else? Clear. Oh yeah. Anyways, so we've got 2 Slime on this, and we'll just leave it that way. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Now, here we are in a field with mountains in the background. If there was no mountains in our map background, that wouldn't be good, right? Because it would look odd. So you can change your battle background, and we're saying grassland. So you can say forest behind it, I guess, and that's a little bit more convincing if your map had some trees where the encounter happened. Maybe you're in a cave, and then you'd have to change this as well to maybe you know, be like cave-like. So it depends on where this encounter is supposed to happen on your map. That your battleground should look kind of convincing, like it's in that area. Like you don't want to be walking through a desert and then all of a sudden have a battle in a forest, right? So make your battle background jive with the place on the map the battle is taking place. So, okay, so we'll just go grass and forest. Say okay, and there's our Slime in the forest. I'm not going to introduce any other characters, but you could. Nothing's stopping you from doing this. Now I got a bat in there as well, and but I'm just going to test this now, and oh, you can name it too. Like you can call this whatever you want, right? I'm just going to leave it as the default. I'm going to test this now because I want to. You know what? We didn't do any tweaking at all of any of the features or attributes of our enemy or our actor, for that matter. So we're going to battle test this and just see what happens. So we'll do that right now. We have 4 tabs for 4 actors. I only have the 1 actor in this tutorial. There's no actors here. So we're only dealing with Eric. He was, if you remember, I think he was a soldier. And this is what he carried into this battle. And here was his status. You know, his features or his abilities. So we're just going to say okay. And it's kind of like play testing, right? It's just the battle itself. So you get a little text that says Slime emerged. You hit enter. And now Eric has a choice of fighting the Slime or escaping. If the escape is allowed, then he can escape. And I'm pretty sure he can escape from Slime, or he can fight him. If he escapes, let's see what happens. Eric has started to escape. Hit enter key, and the battle's over because he ran away. Let's try it again, but this time he's going to fight. Slime emerged, hit enter. And this time Eric's going to fight. If we look here, we've got some attributes there, features of Eric. Off to the right, we're going to fight. And we've got 4 options here. We can attack, we can use some special feature on him, we can guard, and we can see our items. So we're going to attack. So we're going to attack slime A first. So we could attack slime B first, but we're just going to attack slime A first. Hit enter, and that slime's gone. Boy, that didn't take much, did it? Now we have a choice on slime 2. Do we fight or escape? So we'll fight slime 2. This time we're going to see what items we've got. And we're going to use something. We'll use a full potion on that slime. Eric uses... Eric took a hit there. Anyways, we're going to fight. We're going to attack. But you can see how you have these menu items to play as well, right? That's what guard would do in this case. Oh, you evaded the attack by guarding. Okay. So we're going to attack, and we're going to finish this slime off. Just because Eric has no problem doing that. Eric was victorious. 6 experience points received. 100 or 10 gold found, or 10 G found. Okay, so I'm going to just exit out of here. And that goes to show you how to test the battle. But more importantly, folks, what it does is it shows you that Eric can defeat the slime. If I had this demon god in there and Eric's current abilities and I battle tested this, I bet you the outcome's going to be pretty gruesome. Let's find out. Demon god emerges. Can he escape? Let's see if he can run away first. Oh, he's not able to escape, so he's got to fight. Demon god uses Forget Cloud. Fight. Attack. Eric was defeated. Well, there's no surprise there. So, okay, so what does that mean? That means when you come back to enemies, that all of these general settings are going to be relevant to your actor's features, or his class, his features, right? Like what can he do? Like what is his attack strength and whatnot? So that's going to be the next set of tutorials we're going to do, but we're going to have to go at that fairly slow because as you can see, there's a lot of information in these tabs that you need to understand and appreciate in order to set up your battle so it's not like a total, in this case you're just getting slaughtered, and in this case it was way too easy, right? So we can change our actors' abilities and we can change our enemies' abilities, or we can leave them as is and just make sure we're picking and choosing the right kind of enemies for that area of the map with the right kind of actors to fight or defeat. To give it a good challenge, right? So that's what our next video will be. We're running after 8 minutes here, so I'll stop this one and we'll pick you up on the next video.